Hey there, welcome back and thanks for joining me. All my supplies and equipment are down in the description box below. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, please. And if you want to be notified when videos come out, hit that notification bell. And likes, comments, and questions are always welcomed. Can you tell I'm having like a giggly time right now? Because I've had so much weird stuff happen in the last few minutes just getting ready for this that yeah, I don't even know. So we're going to continue on. All right. This is just going to be more abstracty. I just really don't want to do something. I just want to do something. Does it make sense? I know it does. Um, these are my colors. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but let's get going and we'll just figure it out. Those are my favorite things to do. What I do want to do, and I was kind of looking back through some of my videos. I love it when I had some stuff just like it was running down. And for some reason, I want to do that. I want to do squigglies. They're fun. They're relaxing. So we're going to do a little bit of that. So other than that, I have no idea what we're going to do. So these are my colors. I did have espresso out here, and you would think espresso would be a darker, even the color on the bottles. It looks more chocolate-ier. And this one's a little got some gold yellow in it. Well, but when you put them out, this one is the lighter one, and this one is the chocolatey brown. So who knows? But anyway, I thought at first I wanted espresso. I put it down. You can see a little bit of it there. It's just lighter than this, and I like the darkness of all these together. And that's the one thing I think to make a picture more balanced is you've either got to have them all dark hues and or all light hues. I mean, it's just they just kind of mush together. They're more complementary. I think that way. Um, to have the a pale blue here would look odd. I think, in my opinion. So these are the ones I landed on. I've debated about a purple, but I think we'll let those two, three just kind of do their thing. All right, let's get rolling. First, I want to put down some here and have some pulling down and going, I think going on up, I think. So we're just going to do that. So I'm going to try to scoot this across. And I think some of this is coming from maybe my idea that I've got for a Christmas card. And I'm going to do that in a little bit. Teak with them, right? Yeah. There's a lot of blue there. We'll just put some there. There. It's the fun of just randomly doing it. It's like you don't have a goal in mind. All right, I'm going to get this dry. Let me show you what I'm working with here. So this is the Revlon. I saw a post the other day. Somebody said I couldn't get my brushes off. There should be a little button. If not, they should snap off, but I would assume they had some type of button to hold them tight. I don't know why I thought of that. Just I did. So this has got three settings. It's got your off. It's got your high volume cool air, low volume heat, and a high volume heat. That's your three that it's got going. Tim Holtz matte. Now, gosh, guys, I use this so much. It's got your measuring grids here with your inch increments. The part I love the most, and I only use this if I'm doing cards sometimes. This right here. This is my absolute favorite. One, you can put down your colors. You can use this as a palette for watercolors or the alcohol inks. Acrylics I wouldn't suggest because it's going to dry and stick. But the alcohol inks and watercolors, this is a cool little thing to do, and I love this. Um, I do try to find the best deals for this when I put them in my videos. There are some good prices on these at places. I try to find those and put them down in my description. And then I think there's a band that shows products, so I try to put it in there. Okay, I didn't have to dry this. Well, that one needs dried. I'm gonna take just alcohol and blow it up and off the page. I'm going to use it on my big little thing here. See, I like how it just fades into nothing. There's a little bit up here. This puts it out way too fast. I can control it a lot better with this. So I'm swapping. And the reason I got this, let me show you real quick. So, of course, I get mine at cheap at this place. And to pour it from here into this, there's the same size. So this is bigger. So it's easy to pour that into that, put this on, which is smaller than this. It just goes right in there. It's easy transfer. And this is what I have sitting around versus this. Oops. Tried to two-hand it. Now, I know that's still kind of strong. You could almost go over that again and kind of lighten it up a little bit. I think I'm going to go with it because I'm leaving a lot of white spots up here. This is my thinking. Nothing's right or wrong. This is how I think. My old one, I had this soft. This one's a little harder. I'm not worried about this right here. So if you're like, ooh, that looks terrible, it does. I didn't worry. I was wanting to see what it did on cool. I do not like it. I like it where it's pushing it and drying it quickly. So I'm curious. I like this, not so much this. I wonder if I blow it different because I'm at a different angle. So let's think a little bit. And maybe, I don't know. I'm not thrilled with that. anyhow, I'm going with it because it might be pretty cool. Yeah, go back and look. See how did this versus this. I may be going quicker. I may be anxious because now I'm getting excited about stuff. Okay. I do want to mess this up a little bit, and I need to think how I want to do that. Kind of thinking, put some ink and just make it wispy. So I'm thinking that's maybe something I want to do. So I've got some ink left here and here, none here. So that, now this is going to go on kind of low. We'll try doing it on low because I just want to keep it in a little area. Let's stick. Okay, just for the record, I stink at doing that. The people that do that is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. I stink at it. It's just not something my head wraps around well. So, if you see me doing it, it's just because of necessity, because I'm terrible at it. But I'm good with that because I think that's going to be good. Okay, here's the thought. I either put ink down and do the squigglies, or I can do a bunch of like leaves, which would be cool. If I did the squigglies, I could put little flowers or leaves. I think I really want to do some leaves because I'm really wanting to use this. So, all right, let me get my paper. Now this is label paper, so the labels are on here. I peel them off. It's a great way to put your acrylic on it. Now here, I'm going to tell you a little secret. We need to tape this thing down because I have blown it all over before, and I'll use some of this. It's my double-sided tape, but I won't take the top part off. So I'm just going to do it like that, just to hold it down. Now, what do I want to use? So let me find colors. Okay, I think I've got this. This is the blue Ronnie. It's close. It's kind of, Then I've got brown I think will go well, and it is the burnt umber. So yeah, that's pretty close. This one I think is going to be too Kelly green. I'm going to need to add some blue to it. It's just, I think it's too much. So I'm going to test my colors. See what I got going here. Yeah. So I'm going to put that here. That's going to be kind of, all right, I'm going to have to do some mixing here to get these to meet this. It's too royally, and I thought it might be, because I don't think I've got anything that's just deep. And this one, yeah. Let's see what our brown is. Okay, the brown's okay. Brown's good. The green's going to need a little bit of blue, just itty bitty blue. The blue, I think I'm going to have to put, maybe I could put brown. And possibly, I'm thinking black. Thinking black. I was trying not to get my black out, but I might have to. I don't need much black. Man, these things are stuck. So I'm just going to put that, because I don't plan on having to use any more than that. So, note to self, buy a different green and a different blue. There's that. Oh, I need to put some down for that, because it won't take much. Brown's good, so there. Okay. That was full of bubbles. Now it's all soaked up in my brush. But, yep, look, that's about the color. Okay, let's do this in here. Getting closer. There we go. Just, I mean, it was a little bit, but that made a big difference. Thought about stems with these, but I think I'm just going to do long ones here. Let's just see what it does. And I kind of want to stay with my colors a little bit. We'll see how that lasts. Nope. Look at that. It is bright as all get out. I can't believe I don't have that color. That's odd. Well, let's see what this does. Maybe too too dark. Yeah, no. That's a little bright. So I think we'll take some of this brown. Yeah, so this wasn't a true color we could count on. This is a lot of fun, even if they don't turn out great. It is fun. This is good to do. I'm going to put a blue somewhere. Right here. And then I'm not wiping it off in between, so they're picking up each other. I went over that one twice. Not bad. Interesting. All right. Well, that's just very interesting. So I'm wondering down here, what I want to do. I kind of want to do something like this. Just coming through this with this different pattern. Even if it's nothing like this. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I am having a big time. Um, Now this is a dotting tool. It's got little balls on the end. They're all different sizes. There's like 5 in this set. This is the kind of stuff you want to do when you don't know what you want to do. And it's just doing things. And each time you think, oh, I think I want to do this. And this is the way I've been doing things a lot here lately. I can't make my mind up. Well, this is just weird. I'm, it is kind of like something I've done before, but I kind of want to do. I want to do some flowers. What can I do? Flowers, cranberry. Cranberry's dark, and for that I need my blanco. Now this I've got the twist cap, so it closes completely up. It's not going to get as clogged. That was a thing I dealt with other things. They would get clogged. But I'm going to open it just a little bit because I don't need these big. So I'm going to have to figure out kind of how to, I just want them this big. So I'm going to undo this because I will put my arm in it. Test out the color. Ooh, a drop of that, a drop of that. Using my Tim Holtz blowing tool. And I'm just going to push it out a little bit. Come back because I don't want it to. I don't know. That may be kind of cool because it is picking up this. If I'd sprayed this with my Kmart, where is it? My Kmart varnish, it would not. But this is going to be a good color. It's going to be a good color. Did I tell you about the Tim Holtz blowing tool? That's what I'm using. Yeah, this is going to be cool. I keep going to the same spot, putting the new drop down. I got a little more white than I wanted. So, let me just go back and do it again. Ooh. There. Now I'm holding it in the center. It's not doing anything. I was hoping to maybe create some petals, but I can create a center later with some black. I like the color. That's interesting. That is interesting. Okay. Quit dropping two. I don't want to. Now, because there was so much there, I did hit it just in the center. I'm going to go back over this. Now, something interesting just happened, and I want to show you this because this is a cool thing to do. See these drops? That is what alcohol will do. No, that is what alcohol ink will do when you drop it in on ink. It creates its own color. It actually moves the other color away and puts its own color right in that drop. That is a very cool effect to do on things. Now, it doesn't work so good on the Blanco and ink, but it does on all this. It will not work on the acrylic. But alcohol to alcohol, that is a cool effect to do. And you can also put something right in the middle or put clear, and it will create its own little ring. So keep that in mind when you want to play. And I do that every once in a while when I'm doing just the alcohol and I blow it, to make straight lines or something. I'll drop color in and it makes a really cool effect. So yeah, keep that in mind. I think I like that. I think I'm gonna leave that. At this point, I'm not worried about making petals because it just ain't happening. It's picking up some other colors and everything, so I'm good with the weirdness. I did not quite see these flowers. Wasn't going to do it like this anyway. I'm thinking flowers up in here, but and ooh, I don't know. Do I get one or two? Let's go for two. Well, I'm just making a big old mess. Okay, these aren't as dark, so I want to get them a little darker. So I'm just putting kind of straight. Maybe a little bigger too. Ooh, that's going to be good. No! Yeah, I just said I want to get these darker and that goes light. Hmm. Ooh, okay. This is, must have moved it. I thought I put it back little, but it's going nuts on me. I'm just going to do that. Okay, I've got two different looks here. I like that. I do not like that. Only thing I know to do is just make this one look like this over here. All right, well, at least the sides look similar. I mean, at this point, I'm going to throw it at everything at it. Do some blue. Nah, you really can't tell them apart. There. All right, well, let's go in. Let's go in with some black. Again, a little brush. Go in with some black. And I'm going to just kind of put it where I think there needs to be a center. So let's do that one. This one's going to be looking at to the side. So we're going to do this. This one's also looking to the side. And this one's on top, so it's got to... Now, all right, now we got a white acrylic ink. If you get a chance, buy them in big things like this. It's just, I have the bottles to refill, but this makes it nice. Now, because this is ink, it's kind of thin. If there's a situation where it's too thin, I will use regular acrylic paint. I'm going to use a stylist again. You can also use a micro brush. They're just way over there. Let's see if this is... We'll see on one. Now, I want kind of the light source coming from this direction, so I'm going to start heavier over here. Yeah, I don't think. Oop, geez, did I tear it up? I sure did. Yeah, I want to get acrylic. No, this is just regular craft paint. This part takes a little more concentration, so I have to be quiet. There's something very relaxing about doing this. I kind of want to play with that mandala art stuff just because it's like, I could do this. I've done a little bit of it, but not tons. These were last minute thoughts, but I kind of like them. All right, that was good. And look, it's picking up because it will bleed through because I did not seal it. Some of that, so it's a little off colored. I like that. It's not as stark white. Um, something I do want to play with, and I got to when I was doing this, I got to thinking, how cool would it be on some of these? I'm about to sneeze. Whew, to put the white dots. I mean, is that too much? This, after all, is probably going to be cards. I will be pretty honest that these will probably be cards. Let's do a little one. Let's do this one that we're not sure about here. Do I do big to little or big in the middle and go like that? Ooh, let's do that one. I had some fun. Do we do all of them or a few? Okay, this is cute. It's fun. Let's do this one. I don't think I'm gonna do all of them. I want to because it's just fun to do, but I think it'll lose its fun. I hope y'all try all these things. This is just fun. I needed some fun. Do I do that one or that one? Or that one? Ooh, green. Do the green. And I'm gonna do those two. I think I'll stop after that. Okay, that's stinking fun. I got to do this one. Then I'll stop. Then I'll stop. Okay, that was a lot of yeah. That's crazy. Geez, what else do we want to do? I kind of want. Do I? Do I? To continue something white down here. I want to do the squigglies. Where's my blue? Just let's just see what it is. It may not do nothing. It may be contrary. Nope, it don't do nothing. Oh well. There we go. All right. Still have to do something with the flowers to indicate a division. Now these are like just paint markers. It says paint marker. They're fine. You can get the acrylic paint markers. So many brands have them. I just keep pushing until it finally starts priming up. There we go. Okay. You know, we've played, so let's see what this does. Because right now you're like, hey, to me, it looks like we don't know what this is. So let me do the, either we could just make our own petals or go with the colors. This is funky. Make my own petals could be kind of fun. And I can't tell where some of these lines are, so on petals it is. Whew. Let's see. Let's see about doing this. Now this is very disconnected. And do yourself a favor, back up. Don't do this because you'll get really um, controlling. This right here makes you just kind of have to let go. Now, because I did not spray it, it is pulling this, so it's kind of almost getting a pink, but still you can see it. It's not stark white, so I'm okay with that. Now I'm only doing, you know, 2/3 of the petal. You know it's there. I don't have to explain it all. So that's kind of how I approach things sometimes. And you could have done these with that if you wanted. Yeah, I'm liking this. This doesn't even go with the colors. There. You gotta say it's fun. I still want something white down here, and I'm not sure why. But since this is not thick enough, I'm gonna put some of this down and water it down and see what we can come up with. Whoa, I'm making a daggum mess. Now this is just number 6. Okay, I think that's watered good. I'm gonna splatter down here. and see if this shows up. And it does. And I don't mind it getting up in here. I don't necessarily, I think, want to do those. I just want something else here. What else do I want to do? What else do I want to do? I like this. I'm not sure I want to do anything else. I love the flowers. It wouldn't hurt my feelings if the white was a little whiter. But if I do one of these again or do those type flowers again, I will spray it and then go over it with the acrylic pen or the acrylic in a brush. I love the little dots up here. I love these. This is a lot of fun. All right. Let's see. Can you see? See the bottom? I'm not sure how much translated up into that camera that far away, but yeah. Okay. That is a lot of fun right there. So I hope this gave you some good ideas. If nothing else, to just kind of get in there and play and do whatever. I mean, it's only paper and paint. So have fun with it. Get out there and have fun. All right. Thanks a bunch. And y'all go have fun.